The strike has landed. Operation Midnight Hammer changed everything in a single night, but the real question isn't what happened, it's what comes next. The world is holding its breath. The carrier groups are moving. The echoes of Midnight Hammer are just beginning to shake the world. For scenarios now define our future. Full-scale war, 45%. Diplomacy, 35%. A long grinding conflict, 20%. Regional fire, 15%. Each path leads to a radically different world. Which one are we heading into? The clock is running. Every hour without a decision pulls the world closer to the point of no return. Scenario 1: Full-scale war. The IRGC seizes power, replacing clerics with a military junta. Oil hits $200 a barrel. Global recession strikes instantly. Iran fragments along ethnic lines into civil war. The Iraq-Afghanistan nightmare, but 10 times worse. Markets collapse. Cities burn. The world economy enters freefall, and no one knows where the bottom is. Scenario 2: The Grand Bargain. Negotiations begin within 1 to 2 weeks through Oman and Qatar. Iran trades its nuclear program for sanctions relief. Moderate clerics seize the moment for reform. Oil stabilizes at $90 to $110. A rare window of hope, but dangerously fragile. A handshake in Muscat could save the global economy, if the hardliners allow it. Scenario 3: Proxy war and attrition. Hezbollah and the Houthis harass global shipping indefinitely. No invasion. No peace. Just endless friction. The region freezes into a new Cold War. Investment collapses. Terrorizes. Oil stays volatile. Around $140 with no ceiling in sight. No end date. No resolution. Just a slow bleed, draining the region and the world economy for years. The energy nightmare is already here. Oil forecasted between $140 and $200 per barrel. 20 to 25% of all global oil supply. Completely blocked. Tanker insurance rates exploded 15 times in a single night. Commercial shipping is now economically impossible. The world runs on oil, and the tap is closing. The Strait of Hormuz, just 33 kilometers wide, holds the entire global economy hostage. The world has chosen sides. The US and EU demand total dominance, order at any cost. Russia and China condemn Washington as the aggressor, with Beijing eyeing direct naval intervention to protect its oil supply. Saudi Arabia is in silent panic, cooperating with the US behind closed doors. The United Nations, completely paralyzed by diplomatic deadlock. For the first time since the Cold War, the great powers are on opposite sides of a live conflict. Inside Tehran, a complete power vacuum. The supreme leader is incapacitated or dead. The IRGC steps in as a military junta seizing control. A temporary council of 3 attempts to fill the void. But below, the streets erupt. A Persian Spring ignites. Military leadership has eclipsed the clergy. Iran as we knew it is gone. The Islamic Republic, built in 1979, may be living its final hours. 3 wildcards could detonate the entire situation. 1. Hormuz closure. A complete blockade using mines and swarm boats lasting weeks. 2. Hezbollah entry. A full northern front erupts against Israel simultaneously. 3. China's move. Beijing sends warships to directly protect its energy supply. Any single one of these 3 events rewrites every forecast on the board. 3 triggers. Any one of them, and the world enters territory it has never mapped before. In the next 1 to 4 weeks, inflation spikes globally, central banks are forced to raise rates, and transit routes become militarized. But in the years ahead, a new Asian NATO may be born, the era of cheap energy ends permanently, and the Iranian theocracy that has ruled since 1979 may finally collapse. The morning after Operation Midnight Hammer has only just begun. The strike lasted 1 night. The consequences will last a generation.